Well, we all continue to watch with a lot of concern as these events unfold. Obviously, this war has not gone any way near as Putin had intended for it to go. He thought this was going to be a cakewalk. And candidly, I think a lot of NATO and other parts of the world have been very surprised at the resistance that the Ukrainians have been able to put up. Zelensky has done a great job of rallying his folks. And, unfortunately, we did not have the weapons in there that he needed to support the cause early enough.
The Ukrainians have held back the Russians for 4 weeks now. What new phase are we entering here?
I just think we're in a long and drawn out siege campaign. And I think that the more we can continue to provide the shoulder-fired missiles and sophisticated surface-to-air missiles, it will prevent Putin from gaining air superiority over the country, which I think has really helped the Ukrainian cause to this point. Because he doesn't have air superiority, a lot of those the Russian fighters are having to launch weapons from inside Russian airspace into Ukraine. And that's also why I'm not a fan of necessarily supplying them with MiGs. The Polish MiGs, not only are they not the frontline capable fighters that the Russians have, so I think they'd be at a disadvantage, but in many cases, the weapons that the Russian fighters are launching are not even being launched from Ukrainian airspace. The reason the Russian fighters aren't coming into Ukraine is because they're getting shot down by surface-to-air missiles. So I think that's a more effective way for us to support them.
And Congressman, what do you make of China's implied support of Russia throughout all this?
Yeah, China is in a very tricky situation here, and I think we're watching this very carefully. I don't think China wants to be considered partnered at the hip with Russia on this. They know how bad it looks on the world stage. The Chinese depend on a lot of things from other parts of the world. We get a lot of our cheap goods from China, but they also get a lot of their food and other things necessary to feed and clothe their society from outside of their borders. And the last thing that they want to do is become broad brushed with Russia as being bad actors. So I think they're walking a delicate line, and we're watching very closely the extent of real support they provide them.